Okay, so we are on A Course in Miracles, chapter 19. We're in section 4, Obstacles to Peace. And we're doing D, the fourth obstacle, the fear of God. Nice. Anybody want to read?
All right. Oh.
Oh,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. What would you see without the fear of death? What would you feel and think if death held no attraction for you? Very simply, you would remember your Father, the creator of life, the source of everything that lives, the Father of the universe and of the universe of universes, and of everything that lies even beyond them. Would you remember? And as this memory rises in your mind, peace must still surmount a final obstacle, after which is salvation completed and the Son of God entirely restored to sanity. For here your world does end.
stop right there. So, just a quick reminder that the whole game, according to non-dual and the Course in general, is remembering. It's not learning. There's a big difference. Learning is you have to gain something that you don't have. You have to become someone that you're not yet. You have to get rid of something that is messing your life up, whether the condition of your body or the condition of your relationships, or I have to get more money, or I have to save the money I have, or I have to save my position, or I have to change my spouse, or I have to get my kids to do something different, or I have on and on and on and on and on it goes. But the Course is saying that it's a remembering of who you already are and what you already have, and who you already are is is only discovered through negation, because we can't know perfectly the eternal thing that we are, this eternal, beautiful, totally complete, abundant thing directly, because we have broken faculties. We think our faculties is our nose and our ears and our eyes and our the things we feel with our body. And so to discover these, we have to let go of them. And letting go, the Course calls forgiveness. So everything that bothers me, the whole entire game is letting go the things that bother me, not gaining the things that we think we want to overcome the thing that bothered me.
I have an example of that.
Yes.
We're watching a movie last night, and something that sticks in my head is every time somebody else sneezes, Jared says, "God bless you," like random women when we're sitting in church or whatever, but he doesn't say it for me.
Oh, dang.
It happened last night. He sneezed and I said, "God bless you," and Charlie said, "Bless you," and then I sneezed and nobody said anything, and then Charlie sneezed and he was like, "Bless you."
Oh my God.
It's like, he doesn't say, he never says it for me. And that's something I hold on to. It's a
I can relate to that too, though. That, like,
stupid.
honestly, because I say "bless you" all the time, and it's the kids don't say it. They'll say it once in a while, and sometimes James will say it. But it's like I'm waiting to hear somebody tell me "bless you" every time I sneeze, and half the time I don't get it. I'm like, seriously?
I know. I think it's just because it's like, because I will literally sneeze, and this is when I noticed. I sneezed right before this one lady sitting right in front of us, and he didn't say it, and then she sneezed and he said it, and then I started recognizing when he doesn't say it, and I'm like, "Is say it for me."
I know. Carolyn.
I'm a nag and he doesn't want to hear anything.
For sure. Carolyn will sneeze. Carolyn will sneeze and just be looking at me, and I'll be like, "What?" She's like, "Do you have anything you'd like to say?"
That's what
I'm like,
that's what I should do.
I'm like, "Oh, God bless you." She's like, "Thank you."
That's what I should do.
Yeah, like I'll pick around a corner and I'll look at my kids dead in the eyes, or anybody that's like standing by me. And
how do I let it go?
Yeah, so
sorry.
That's right. So we have these things, and sometimes they're silly, and we can just see them as silly, and sometimes we see them as serious.
It hurts.
Yeah. And what's the difference? Well, when something is serious, we have decided that it is akin to mortality, right? It's the same as death. And we're like, this is going to lead to death if it's not accomplished. And even if it's not, if we put that kind of weight on it, it becomes that for us. You know, like the kids are playing, and they move their plane near the road. And then I yell at them, hey, watch out. This is serious. Don't follow the ball into the road. And it's because I have equated that activity with death, right? They're going to get ran over. And we do that, though, with random stuff. And we engage with somebody else with the seriousness of death. Because I don't know why we do that. It's weird. It's like this ego thing that we put import, right? We make it important, like we endow it with seriousness.
My ego got the best of me yesterday.
And it does. It creeps in. And so how often do we get a chance to use this amazing tool to remember who we are? This amazing tool called forgiveness. Well, we get a chance to use it almost every second of every day. That's how many chances we
I
get.
just don't know how. Can I? Oh, sorry. Can I use my example of what happened yesterday?
Sure. Yeah.
It was the first day that we had to ourselves, like the family. We planned on having like a family day, and like maybe 2 weekends ago, I was like, take some NyQuil so you can get a good night's sleep at like 8 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get a good night's sleep tonight for, because he wasn't feeling well or something like that. And he's like, no, I got a game tomorrow because he's the assistant coach, so he wants to be good for the game tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I don't really like when he takes NyQuil either because he wakes up groggy. So I was like, okay, no worries. But I thought it was early enough, like 7 or 8, to take it and get a full night's rest. The game didn't start until 10 or whatever. And so Saturday night, he took it at 11:30 p.m. or 12 a.m. And just like shooted the shot, and then decided to like sleep all day Sunday when we had planned to have like a family day. And then he woke up and said he had a headache, and I was like, oh, let me get you something. Long story short, he's like, oh, I've had a headache since yesterday. And I was like, well, why don't you stay home? We're going to go eat. And he's like, no, I'm going to push through and eat. And then he had a mimosa at breakfast, which we agreed is not a good idea. And then he came home and slept until like 4. And so I think the hardest part for me is it's easier for me to let it go. But watching my kids' faces be sad about Dad was going to hang out with us today. We don't really get a lot of family days. I think that's what's hard. So how do I, in that moment, teach my kids, like, to let it, I mean, I guess I'm holding on to it, and that's why my kids can't let it go. It's not my kids, it's Charlie, specifically. So is that what it is?
Well, the course talks about being aware and watching yourself as the primary tool, and when it talks about love, like getting to love, which is the thing that we want to be peaceful, we want to be abundant, we want things not to bother us, all those things, which is really the condition of remembering who you are, right? Finding love and being love. The course says, I can't do that. That's too hard. She's like, oh, dang it. And so what are we doing? Well, we're not trying to get to love, the thing that we already are. We're not trying to get to heaven, the place we're already at. And it's not, we're trying to discover all the obstacles to it. And one of the big obstacles is thinking we're a body. If we think we're a body, well, we're toast, man, because everybody's body gets sick, everybody's body dies, every single one of us. Sooner or later, whatever the case. So that sucks if you think you're a body. And then the other thing is all of the conditions to peace that we have, the conditions for happiness. We think that we're pursuing happiness. It's like there's movies about it, and it's like the American way to pursue happiness. But that's the exact trap that we get in. We think that we're pursuing it. Well, how do you pursue it? Well, you have to have a condition. And so we make up these conditions. If they did this, if I had this. And then we end up pursuing conditions to get to happy. But all the while, the happy is from releasing. And so if I just released the ideas that we have, which is all they all are, the end state is who I already am, which is content. And so can I release my condition? Well, it's really tough, like you're saying.
I think my condition was like, well, if Jared's not here, I need to do. I'm realizing now I was doing the things that Jared would do. So I was like, let's go play pickleball. Let's go to the school and kick the ball around, and like let's go jump in the pool, and like so. But like I think because I was doing the things that he would do, trying to fill his shoes.
Yeah, you're like, he should be here. What's going on?
I think
Why did you do that?
I was like, I don't know how to coach soccer. Harper's getting frustrated with me. I should have just said, like, let's go do the things that I would have done if you guys weren't here and he wasn't here, which is like, go shopping.
Yeah, something fun like that.
Because I'm good at that.
Yeah, I'd say that for me, the things that help is to understand first and then be understood.
I needed to like take a moment and reflect.
Well, you can understand yourself.
And talk to you.
You can understand yourself and you can understand him. It's like if you fully understand where someone's coming from, everyone's always doing the thing that they think is the best thing to do. And if you fully understand that, it's helpful. But the other thing to consider is the whole world that we have is only from projection. We can't have a world in a body without projecting the meaning onto it. And so when, like, you can see it really quickly with your kids, because your kids, they don't really know how to navigate as well. And a lot of your kids is going to be your projection of it. Because kids will flip-flop. Like my Charlie, not your Charlie's older. But Charlie Martin, my Charlie, he flip-flops so fast on being completely miserable to being completely happy. And he just flip-flop, back and forth. And if I were to engage so that he was always happy, it would be a dumpster fire, you know. Because he kind of just he likes to watch things burn for entertainment, you know. And so engaging so that other people are always happy is tricky, especially with your kids. And so how do I engage?
I know.
Well,
that's where I messed up, I'm realizing. Well,
you can go back into, like she was talking about the law of one a while back, and that whole archetype.
Yeah.
That the law of one sets out this book. It's called the law of one. Is about you're either engaging in loving service or service to self. And service to self is really tricky because sometimes service to self, I'm engaging to help somebody so that I can feel better.
That's what I was doing, yeah.
But that's really tricky to see.
Yeah.
It's really deceptive because it seems like, even to yourself a lot of times, I'm engaging with you so you feel better.
Yeah.
And I don't see that I'm just uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And so what would service to self look like? Or what would service to others look like? Well, the first step is always understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, if I was feeling sick, and I guess I would do the same thing. And look, they're doing it. So I guess it's okay for them to do it. Well, here I am with my kids. Well, what am I going to do?
I know, but I'm like, if you're sick, then you shouldn't be drinking alcohol.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that makes sense.
Are you really sick? He's been literally sick, like coughing and so bad and then he pushes through and I'm like, could you please not come? You're disgusting.
Yeah.
You know? And he just didn't seem, I think what really happened, honestly, was he came home and he had a drink and he drove when we probably should have just gone for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
And he almost ran a red light, which is how he got his first DUI. He's gonna go for it. And I said, please don't, just stop. And I had to like I didn't yell, but I was like not nice about it.
Yeah. And
he stopped because I said it, because I knew he was gonna run it. And I said it in times where he could back up and we were the last car.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't say anything. So I was like, okay, at least he did it. And I think it kind of changed the mood for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And so since everyone kind of came in and sat on the couch, I think the girls were just sad and I was just sitting kind of reflecting on what just happened. And he was sitting outside reflecting on what just happened. And then he was just like, I think he thought, fuck it, I don't want to go and have to talk to my wife. So I'm gonna go upstairs and sleep.
Yeah.
And I feel like he takes, just like last night, he takes the easy way out. Where like I'm trying to go lay down to go to sleep, and he's like, I'm gonna go lay on the couch, and he's like, good night, and he walks out, and he avoided a conversation with me all day.
Well, there's a break between what the course is talking about and then how we engage in life. So engaging in life is kind of what we do all the time. And if you understand first, for example, someone taking the easy way out, it's like, do you ever like taking the easy way? Has that ever happened to you?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
We all, and every one of us do. And if you say that you've never wanted to take the easy way, well, you're probably not being sincere. And so, how often do we put something else on somebody else? And our spouses is like these triggers there, because they're the people in our life all the time. We get no break. We're less nice to them because we don't have this cordial part that we do in the world, that we conjure up this other part of us that's more like acceptable, those kind of things.
Yeah.
And so what happens is the spouses become more of a catalyst for us. And the catalyst for what?
Yeah.
Because catalysts just poke to prod something. Well, we can use the catalyst to be upset all the time, or we can use the catalyst to realize the things we can let it go.
I was trying to not be upset. I sat and did my notes. I think I was so not upset all day that when he came over, I just can't, I don't like when he touches me when I'm like being patient with him, and he acts like nothing happened all day. Like, and he just came over and like, rubbed my back, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah. It's like this unsaid, you're in the middle of an unsaid conversation. So
I'm trying to be like, I'm in that middle portion of like, I used to rage and like yell all day.
Yeah.
And like attack and poke the bear, to where I'm like, I'm not, but I'm like, we're not good yet. So like, don't touch me. And I kind of just like flinched, and like, he's like, whoa. And then he reacts, and it becomes this whole thing.
Yeah. And
I'm like, I'm not ready.
And then his reaction is triggering for you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I can totally relate to that too.
I know you can.
I'm so stuck in my own ways. For instance, I sweep and mop the floor all the time. Sometimes I do a half-ass job of sweeping and mopping, but then I leave the bucket of water in the dining room area because, maybe one of the pets in the next 5 minutes is going to end up yakking on the floor or doing something, so I'm prepared. And like James comes home and is like, you always leave the bucket sitting out when you don't finish the job. Finishing the job is taking the bucket of water, dumping it out, and letting everything dry. That's finishing the job. Or like when you're done with the trash, don't let it get so heavy and take it out. And then I'm nitpicking at him now, right? So he's taking up the trash, and I sit there and I wait outside the back sliding door. I'm like, you forgot the boxes.
Oh yeah. How's it feel, James?
See, I used to do that too. I don't do that anymore. I will be like, okay, thanks for cleaning. I guess I'll put the mop away. But like, I used to be the same way, or like, we both would do that to each other. Right? It sucks because.
It's nonstop too. It's like the toothpaste, the toothbrush. It should be a little bit like the cat. Like, because right now I'm not allowed to clean the cat litter box, right? So I'm free cash till like December. I'm not to clean the cat litter box.
Oh, because her cancer. She's not allowed to.
Yeah, excellent. One benefit.
And he always tells me one benefit,
Well,
he would always tell me like, Dad, this is going to be our reason for a divorce.
Oh,
you never
jeez.
clean a cat litter box.
Yeah.
Now he's cleaning it every single day.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So
he from when he wakes up in the morning and before he goes to bed, he cleans the cat litter box, and now he's like adapted to it. And I praise him because I know how much he hates it.
Oh,
like,
good
thank
job.
you, baby. Thank you so much. You need a cookie.
I
I'm
know.
gonna get $70 from 7-Eleven because you clean the cat litter box.
Hey, that never doesn't work. No matter how old you get, that always works.
Yeah.
Well, I have a stash of hidden candy bars in the freezer, so sometimes like if I see him do like
Oh my gosh.
above and beyond,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I got you a Scores candy bar, and he's like, oh, he gets all excited instead of if I didn't do that, he'd get grumpy and probably
Yeah.
complain over something that I
Yeah.
did wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's happening during it seems silly to have like little rewards like that, even for adults, is we respond energetically, and we're creating our world. So this goes really deep. A simple exercise, a simple example like that for rewarding your
Yeah.
adult person in your life.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
but when we are thankful and engage in a thankful way in a dark world, you light it up. It becomes lit.
For sure.
And in a lit bright world is happier. And so even something simple like being thankful in a dark time makes the world happier. And you're like, here's a little treat that I got for you. Well, is it the treat that lightened the world, or is it the open-hearted act of kindness that you are thankful for the other person? And I don't think it has anything to do with the treat. I think it has to do with your open-heartedness in the middle of something that could be dark.
Yeah.
And so how many dark things are in our life? Well, there's tons of one that we perceive as dark. How many are actually dark?
Yeah.
You know, like Christian, you're in the middle of some dark things physically.
Yeah.
And how, do they have to be dark? Well, it's a good question. Where can light creep up? And how much light does it take to light up a super dark room? And the answer is it's not much. It's not much to see the flick of a match in a super dark
Why
room.
couldn't we have done this on Friday, Javon?
That's my fault.
Well, I mean, that's true though, because in wilderness, like I'm very positive, even in the dark time. Like
Yeah,
I find,
she is.
I think I had told her the other day, or I was telling one of my girlfriends, I was like, guess what? I don't have to shave my legs or my armpits. Haven't in the past 2 weeks. I was like,
Wow.
can
Yeah.
you imagine being a woman taking a shower and you don't have to shave any part of your body?
Wow.
So I'm getting out of the shower after like the past 2 weeks, and like the first thing I do is I walk up to James and like, feel my armpits. You know, and I get all excited.
Wow.
And it's just like little things like
Yeah.
that, you know, or
Excuse me, sorry.
you know, like I know that ACIM and everything, it's getting rid of anything bad in my system. So it's letting everything bad in my system. So I'm gonna come out like a brand new baby child.
Yeah, it
when,
does.
When I'm done and recovered.
It's so helpful. Yeah, and bless, just taking the time to bless your body and, and visualize all, all the stuff that, the chemo or whatever, doing the thing it's supposed to do and it's working perfectly, and all that stuff really matters. But the thing is that we can do that also with our problem relationship. We could bless those pain in the asses.
Sure.
Because why are they a pain in the ass? It doesn't make you bad because you see them as a pain. It makes it your lesson for the day to see how I'm projecting pain in the assness.
Yeah.
My kids, I had so many people over this last week because I was traveling, tell me about. They're like, oh, just enjoy. This is the best time in your life with your kids. Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then I just think of all the times that they bother me because they're breaking stuff, or hurting each other, and then I get all crazy and I yell at them like a nutball. The best time in my life. So many people have told me, and I can definitely see how it could possibly be that the case. And I'm all crazy upset about them punching each other. Just being healthy boys, like I hope they would be, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? Well, I'm resisting where I'm at. I want it to be different.
Yeah.
And I'll make something serious that's not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't do that. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Why would I scream? Because I'm bringing in death to a benign situation. It's safe and friendly, and I brought death in. Well, how many things do I bring death in? Well, a lot. I mean, the ego lives because we've made death real, because I think I am my body. I mean, it goes way down this rabbit hole of metaphysical thought of, well, if I'm not my body, what am I? Could I really be okay without my body? And I mean, the answer is yes. I know mentally the answer is yes. I'm okay without my body. In fact, I'm more than okay. I'm perfect. I'm abundant. It's going to be the best thing that ever happens to me. But yet day in and day out, I confuse my life with my body's health. I am my body.
Yeah.
And if I didn't have my body, if I wasn't that, it doesn't mean I don't do all the body stuff. I still go to work and I still go to the gym and I still eat food. But I don't need it to be a certain way. I don't need the body to be seen by others in a certain way. I don't need the body to have certain adornments, certain clothes. I don't live in a particular house that the body lives in, and have the body drive a particular car and have, I just went to this super fancy gala, Miracles for Kids gala, and the most uber rich people I've ever hung out with. It was crazy. And like this whole image thing was even more apparent than I normally live in. I'm like, wow, this is crazy how far the body can go about taking care of itself. And does it end in happiness? No. It's a game that always ends in death and sadness and separation and sin and guilt. And so when can I have the opportunity to, first of all, be aware of it, to see my own game, and to let it go and forgive it and let everything be perfect as it is, and find my happiness from being content with exactly how life is? When can I do that? Well, that's the catalyst game. It could be right now. How do I know my lesson is here? When something bothers me, no matter what it is.
Okay, fine. Sue, did you want to say anything before we go? Are you there, Sue?
I was on mute. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, I don't have work today, so
Ooh,
I can stay on
fun.
longer. But
lucky. I've already made two meals off my menu while we've been talking.
Nice.
Fire! I'm gonna be done like probably by noon today. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my office is closed today too.
Oh, me too.
Me and Carol are going on a
No
lunch
way.
date.
How fun.
Lunch date.
That's awesome. Lucky you guys.
That's cool. Aww. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm gonna make breakfast for the kiddos. I'm gonna go take orders to see what they feel like eating.
Oh,
So they
Yeah.
make
Short order
we don't
cook.
have much of a choice. It's a breakfast burrito, breakfast taco, or cereal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's a crazy choice. I always had one choice when I was a kid.
Yeah. Cereal.
Right? Well, you can pick your cereal, or we have like 4 different kinds. I don't know, because the man child, he's got to have his cereal too. So.
Hey, I represent the men children. I'm here to say that's okay.
I might have to bring over a candy bar for you.
Yes, I would feel so loved.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys want to keep going. I'm looking at my fake watch.
I know, me too. Yeah. We made it through. This is what happens, Kristen. We make it through one verse and then I just keep on talking and we don't get to the second
Well, we
verse.
all keep talking.
Hey, at least we tackled down one verse at a time. So
Yeah.
we get a good understanding when we keep talking about it and giving our examples, because that's how I learn and remember things, and it sticks.
Yeah.
And,
Exactly.
next time I'm gonna, mop the floors, and I may leave that bucket out. Most likely I will. I'll try to remember it, but
Just hide it in the closet.
he's upset, right?
Hide it with the water in the bucket.
I'm all grumpy, right? I'll just I'll let it go. I'll let it go. He'll just mumble something underneath his lips and go upstairs and change and shower, and then it'll make me remember. Oh crap! I better do that right now. But not get upset about it, and not fight with him about it, or because I know it's just nails on chalkboard for him is these little things, and I just forget it all the time.
Yeah.
Am I trying my hardest? Probably not, but I am a squirrel. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I gotta do that.
Scroll.
I'm really good at scrolling, very good at it.
I love it too.
So,
Are we gonna read the next one?
he's gotta
Before
kind of let that go or give some leeway, but then I need to not get upset when he gets upset. Well, you started all these tasks, you just didn't finish them.
Yeah.
Well, I started them. Started it. I printed the pieces of paper that need to be printed and signed so I could go to the post office, but the papers have been sitting on the table for a week. And it's I'm coming up with these I was so busy, I was doing this. And then
Okay.
I got sick and I was sleeping.
That's the
I was
key.
napping for 20 hours today.
Yeah.
We're gonna do lesson 5 today.
Well, or just the
Okay.
thought. Just the thought.
The thought.
Yeah, the thought.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, what is it, Layla?
I am never upset for the reason I think.
Never upset for the reason I think. Because
That's a good one. Here, I'm going to meet you guys. I'm
Okay.
listening. I'm going to wake up my
Yeah,
kids.
sounds good.
the reason I think is the condition that I put out there. That's why I'm never upset for the reason I think. And why do I do this work? Well, I don't do this work to change the world and the conditions and the partner. I do the work because I want to be happy. I mean, and I think these things are going to make me happy, but the thing is they're not. It's a lie. Seek but do not find. That's what the ego says. And so it is hard. It is hard to be sick and try to be, have a good attitude. It is hard to be busy and slow down and talk to people that are interrupting you. I get, I had the event this weekend. I took one of the employees, and she's one of the girls that reports to me, and I was talking about just these the arrogance of how easy it is to be arrogant when you're become really affluent, and you just kind of lose your humanity a lot of times, and you think you're better, and the girl, my employee, basically, she's like, "You do that," and I was like, "Oh." And so they're like, wow, and I was feeling kind of arrogant myself, thinking I could notice it, right? And I'm like, wow, okay, well, when tell me more. And she had examples. She rattled them off.
Wow, that's like sitting in her head.
Yeah, I know. I'm
waiting.
all right, well, interesting. Okay, you're right. Okay, I can totally see
Were they
that.
examples from the day or from weeks or months ago?
Yeah, weeks and months ago.
Oh wow.
That's funny. My kids do the same thing. They're like, "Mom, you tell us not to do this, but you kind of ready to do it."
Do as
Like, we
I
have to run a
say,
deal,
not as I do.
and
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a new system with the speech now, apparently, that James was like, "That's just how it needs to be done," and I'm like, okay, well, the sink's completely full on both sides. So rinse it over here, put it over here, let it be dishwasher ready. Oh my gosh.
Kidding.
Really, and then so I mess up, and it piles back, and he says, "Mom, you're not rinsing it and putting it on this side," or it's just little examples of things like that. And then of course the husband comes home. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know,
Against
frustrated.
Should we read
I
it?
gotta say,
Read the thing or?
Sure.
living with people.
Yeah, we can keep going if you want.